please say hello to the viewers and introduce yourself.
My name is Muhanguzi Grace, CEO Luke G Saloon. I'm a hairdresser. We are going to be talking about some things as regarding the health, regarding hair. Keeping hair clean is a way of good discipline as far as being clean is concerned.
Okay.
Talking of like maybe you're going for work, you're going for an interview like here, you're going to be watched by people, you're going out there in people, you really need to have your hair looking clean so you don't miss out on some opportunities really.
Okay. What are the different types that are good for people with sensitive skins? Because most people don't know what's right for them to put on their heads. You put on something that you've just picked out simply because you've seen maybe a friend having it, you like it, and then you think it's going to be okay for your skin. So what are the different good types for the sensitive skins, Mr. Spruce, especially?
I would tell you honestly, it's just that maybe some people cannot afford, but if I had a way of avoiding what we call synthetic hair, I would just avoid it, because sometimes you do not know when you're going to get irritated. Some people don't even know they have sensitive skins in the first place. But there are very many high chances of getting irritated by hair that is synthetic than hair that is human. So I would urge people to try and really save for the human hair, honestly.
Okay, so what's the difference between the synthetic hair and the human hair?
Yeah, the synthetic hair is like, I would say, the lowest of the grade in hair, and it doesn't do a lot of things with heat. It is so complicated, I should say. It doesn't go well with people's skins, with the way of living, maintenance. It has a lot of disadvantages, honestly. Yeah.
So when it comes to human hair, what about the human hair?
The human hair is not, because the reason they even call it
skin friendly.
Yeah, it is. It is. Though some of them also irritate, but not to an extent that the other one, that's synthetic. Yeah.
Okay. So talking about hair, some hair is glued straight on the scalp. How dangerous is that? Because there was a video that was trending on social media where a girl applied some glue. I don't know what it was, but after that she lost almost all her hair. So tell us about the dangers of just putting the wigs straight on the scalp, and then the glue that they can use, the right glue to use.
Now, in the first place, I would say that when it comes to gluing of hair, like what is trending today.
Yeah,
people want to wear their wigs and look perfect. But the most important thing is you, the clients that want to put your wigs on, you find the right people that have to do those things to you. Because not everyone really knows how to do these things professionally. So, and it is up to you now, the client, to rule out who has to do it the best way possible. Otherwise, if it's not done the right way, that is when you're going to break hair. You could get your skin peeling even off, because the glue has to have the glue remover in the first place. It has to have the washers and everything like that. So if you're not very sure about the hairdresser working on you, then you better watch out.
What are the best ways of installing and uninstalling my wig and weave? Yeah. The
best ways is what people actually don't look at, but the best ways is you use a way of not using that glue when you're installing the wig, because that way, even you at home, it's easy for you to maintain. Like, you can always get it off and on at your own pace, at your own time. The reason people remove, I urge people to get these wigs off sometimes when they're out there. It gives room for your hair to aerate easily and normally. You can always oil your hair normally when you get it off. So I always advise people to use that glue only when they really have to use it. Maybe like you're going for a function, you really need a very neat look. So that's when you use that glue, and you always make sure that you get it off. You don't delay it on your scalp. You get it off and you go to the professional that maybe did it. So that is if you don't have the remover anyway, because usually if we are professional, we have to have all those things. You can't have the glue and you don't have the remover.
Okay.
You get, because it is possible that you could do a glue now and you change your mind. Maybe you have to go on a set somewhere, maybe like you're an actor or actress, and they have to remove this thing, and so you really just have to have the glue.
Okay. Talking about the hair, we go straight to the products. What are the dangers of using expired products? Because in some salons, you may go and then they normally do not check the expiry dates, as you know, they keep things over time, and then in the long run they get expired, and sometimes they used on you. What are the dangers of using those?
Now, speaking of expired products, we all know how dangerous the word expired is. Honestly. So it is up to us, the hairdressers and the clients, to make sure you have a right to always check the product that they're about to put in your head. Is it still expired? What does it do exactly? You have a right to ask the hairdresser, whoever is working on you, what does that do? Why is it that it's the one you're putting in my hair? Why is it that it's the one you're using this time? The other time you used that. So people should be in position to explain such things to you. It's like when you go to a doctor and you tell them, you know what, doctor, maybe I have a stomach ache or I have this, and then they have to explain to you why they're giving you that type of a medicine, and yet they gave you another the other time. You get, there has to be some sort of explanation to clarify and make people understand things.
And then what are the best ways to restore damaged hair?
The best ways?
Let it be not. Are there different ways of restoring natural hair and then this treated hair?
Basically, because we have both the natural hair products and the straight hair products.
Okay, so start with the straight hair products, then after that we can go to the natural hair products.
The straight hair products are really many, Kathy. I would tell you.
Mention a few.
Yeah.
The most important ones that one shouldn't miss out.
Yeah, I should say, like, there's Dr. Miracle, there's Kera Care, we have Movit here. I shouldn't leave it out because it's our own.
What's within here?
He get. But I mean, yes, we definitely have to support our industry, but we still have to look at what's best for us still, because it's important as far as hair is concerned. And as long as someone can really afford, it's important that we also look out to those products. But those products, somehow, they can actually be bad to your hair if they are wrongly used. That's why you urge people, these clients who say, I can afford, I'll go to the most expensive shop, or I'll go to the most beauty shop and then buy all those products to myself. That is now wrong. People wouldn't be going to hospitals. They would be going to the most, outstanding hospitals and buy maybe all the medicines to their homes, you get. But the reason we go to you have to be able to rule out who is the good hairdresser, you the client. Because for us, we come here on TV and tell people what we're supposed to tell them, but we cannot force them to come to us. So it is up to you to rule out who is good at this, such that you come and make sure you restore what you've lost maybe.
Talking about wigs, weaves, most people tend to have the habit of just keeping the hair all the time, and then it develops bad odor. How can one avoid that bad odor?
That is all wrong in the first place. When you do your hair, for example, if your hair is out, the maximum time you have to have it before you wash it is just 2 weeks. You get. That is quite not expensive of a thing to do, that you can visit a salon. It's like saying, if you have to shower your body, I always tell people, treat your hair the same way you treat your bodies. Could you be there for a year without showering? No. So the hair, yes. So look at the hair in that sense still, that if you don't have to, you've just done your hair today, you cannot keep going to the salon every day. At least keep it for a week, then oil it. That's why we have all these products. We have the hair food. That's what it does. The hair food is supposed to be put in that hair consistently. If you put it weekly, then make sure you have a day in a week that you have to oil your hair, and that is a routine that you have to follow.
Right. And then why does the scalp tend to get a little greasy? The days where you just find your scalp so greasy and you don't know how does that happen?
given that we all have different
Fine, yes,
types
we do have
of
the natural oils that develop, and then the ones that we keep adding in.
that's
just to
what
make sure
that's
the
what I'm
scalp is
saying.
moist.
That's what I'm saying. You have to learn yourself and the way you are naturally. That maybe you now, for example, there are people who have oily skins.
Yeah, true.
Now the oily skin still goes to the oily scalp. People who sweat easily, people who bring out oils easily. So once you learn that you're that kind of a person, then you know what to do. You cannot tell me you're spending 3 weeks, 4 weeks without washing your head. You're definitely going to face this kind of problems. You get. So when you know you get that greasy, you're oily, you're sweaty, at least you wash your head. Even if you have a piece on, you have to make sure at least you wash your head once a week. That way, if you really do those things, trust me, you will not get these problems.
And then sometimes you like wash your hair squeaky clean, like super clean, and then all of a sudden the scalp is still a bit itchy. What's the cause?
No, the cause is you are not using the right product, like I told you. You get. Now, because for us, we are not doctors that have machines of checking whose scalp has to react on this product. Sometimes, if really someone has this problem and it's serious, you advise them to seek medical, rather to talk to a doctor, and then they tell them what they really have to. Because all these products and oils you see in the salons, they have some elements in there that would be helping in a certain kind of type of someone's hair and scalp and stuff like that. So these doctors are able to rule out these things. If they checked, they will tell you, you know what, because of ABCD, I think if you use a product that has maybe mint in, maybe has sort of coconut oil, sort of things of the sort, these would work for you. So for us, what we do, because we have different products and products keep coming on the market every day, we tend to use different types of products or oils on this person until we land on what works best for them. You get.
I was about to ask you, like a typical Ugandan like me, I would say I don't have enough money to go visit maybe a dermatologist, a skin specialist to tell me this is good for my skin, this is, so I would keep trying different products along the way.
That's
all
what
these
we do.
products will probably damage my skin.
That's what we
will
do.
Probably damage my hair.
I'll give you an example. For example,
how do I avoid getting all the skin infections, but again I still get to use the right products? Because if you keep on trying different products until you land on the right one, trust me, you have gone through a lot. How can one avoid all that?
First of all, you have to be patient with a routine that you're trying to test on your skin and see how it is working. Is it working well? Because just like you see with people's skins, that someone could use a very expensive oil and it's not working for them. And then they use a very cheap something and it's working for them. I always tell people sometimes, because like here at Look G Saloon, we try to use not the things that they manufacture and mix up and put in oils and then they sell to us as products we have to use on people. We now, like for example, there's lemon, there's avocado, there's coconut. We tend to get them in their natural state. We blend them together and we do these treatments to people. Because that way I feel like someone is getting the real nutrients of that item than when it's before it's manufactured and processed and done all those things. Here when it is natural, we feel like, so when I use that product on someone and I feel like it's not working, then there is really a problem and we have to find out what we have to do. And then lastly, talking about we're talking about hair, wigs and stuff. What is the safest way of making sure that I keep my wigs safe? They don't like get frizzy, and then I avoid the split ends. What is the safest way of keeping my wigs and wigs? Now, I would tell you that we've really had a lot of challenges with clients. They come
like
to
you
you.
do your hair today, and then by the time you leave the salon, it's totally fine. You look fine. Then you sleep.
But
the next morning,
I don't blame it on the clients only. I also blame it on us, the hairdressers. We don't take our time to explain to the clients on how they're supposed to maintain their hair.
Exactly. So now talk about it now.
So like, I would take this note, guys. I will tell you that if you have a wig on, understand this wig. For God's sake, you're spending like $100 on your hair, and you're not willing to take these little tips on how to maintain them. And yet I joke with my clients and tell them, but why do you expect to go in the Bon and buy a limousine, rather a Benz, a Mercedes Benz, and you can't afford to take it to a very nice car wash where they have to charge you 50,000? You get? So you really think this car is going to maintain itself? No. So the same thing, you buy hair of say 1 million shillings. Make sure weekly, or I mean in a fortnight or in a month, you bring it back for maintenance. If you think you cannot do that, then get the product such that you're able
there are ways of like doing that when I'm home. Maybe the different products
exactly,
I can buy, then do the washing.
You buy good shampoo, you buy the conditioner, you buy all the brushes, you buy the dummies where we put these wigs on, and trust me, you're good to go.
Now, moving on to the makeup bit of it. Some people don't know the right products to use for their faces. And then some people go for makeup, and then when they do the makeup, you find that the face is not matching with the neck, is not matching with the rest parts of the body. What are the right products to use for somebody to make sure that the makeup they've used matches their skin color, and then to make sure that their body or maybe their skin doesn't get irritations and infections?
Speaking of different types of makeup, like I tell you, when we come to products that we use on our skins, these things come every day. You get? They come every day. They produce every day. But what's important is that you find something that works for you. And you find the right people that feed you with these products. That's the most important thing. Because this thing of people wearing makeup and they are white up and then they are dark, that is something. It is clear that whoever is working on you doesn't know whatever they are doing. That is just clear. Otherwise, you should be able to tell that maybe I'm going to the wrong makeup artist. I have to change, or I have to talk to them, or something like that. That is just clear. But rather, the products that we use on our skins, like I told you, it's not about expensive, it's not about cheap. As long as something is tested and you're sure that this is the original of it, just make sure it's original. That's all.
Lastly, before we even close the show, talk about the nails. Usually, people like me, we love the long nails. We love these nails.
I can see.
People tend to say that with these nails, we don't, for the women, we don't have a chance to like clean thoroughly our cookies. That's the private parts. So I want you to tell us the dangers of having too long kind of nails.
I love this part.
So because we want people to be totally clean everywhere, but still look good.
Now, like because I work with women, I've had different, conversations with people, and they all usually tell me. But from a man point of view, honestly, I'm not in for the very, very long nails. Like I'm not so much still convinced that people wash their cookies, like how you call them, clean with these long nails. But they usually claim that they do clean them with those long
But as a person
nails.
that has been into nails, at least this is plastic, and I don't think it can cut you in any way. Actually, the natural nails, if they're long, they tend to be sharp. But with these ones, I don't think they are.
I think it's about how you master your game with the cleaning bit of it, but honestly for me,
Apart from them being so long and keeping bacteria within these spaces that are left, but I think they are not so harmful. That is the only harmful way, but if you know how to clean them, I believe you'd still get clean.
Though you have to really go out there and get your nails done for real. So you just have to find a way of making sure you're clean with them. You always know, because I think they're not like hurting or something.
They're not.
So since I'm not a woman,
tell the people. Let them know.
Yeah, you guys have to do your nails for sure. And if at all now, like me, that have a perception that people don't wash themselves clean with long nails, I think it's not really right. I think you have to find a way, or they find a way. So you talk to them if you don't know, so they tell you how to do it. I mean, those that have the experience, the girls that do the long nails.
All right, as you're making your last remarks, I want you to tell the people, in case there's someone out there that would like to maybe contact you and tell them where you're located, give them your contact, and just mention all the things that you do in line. About just a little brief about Luke G Saloon.
Sure. Now, Luke G Saloon, first of all, it's something big. It's been here for quite long. You guys know, some that know. Now, you that don't know, you have a chance. Well, we do hairdressing in full. Hairdressing, and we do hairdressing, we do weaving, we do the retouching, we do the cutting, we do the wigs, we sell wigs, we do bridal, we do makeup, we teach. Oh my goodness, there are really many. Like, it's very, very, very big. But I want you guys to come through and experience the professionalism of hairdressing. For real, you won't be disappointed. We are located at Plaza in town, Loom Street. It is level 2, room S1, S2, and the VIP lounge. Okay. Then on Entebbe Road, we have Luke G Saloon still. That is where we are right about now. It's located right opposite the roofings near Kamoga Property Consultants. Okay, now to the public. Get you the right product that you know you have to use on a routine. Say once a week, twice a week. Just keep your hair clean and healthy. Don't sit back and say, as long as I'm not in the salon, I'll not do nothing about my hair. Some of the importance of keeping hair clean is you have to come out in the public and the looks have to speak for you. You get? You do not have to miss out on opportunities just because you have ramshackle hair, my brother, my sister. Just always and always keep your hair clean and healthy with the right hairdresser. And that's me.
All right, thank you so much. It was nice having you on the show.
You're welcome. It's nice having you too.
Hair hygiene gives you a beautiful feel and it makes you feel safe. Remember, living a safe life is your right and responsibility. Stay safe. I am Ishimwe Kathy.
Even with my grandson, a doctor at my side, I struggled to get the help I needed. But he saw something that day. He began to